The nominees who stand before you today.
We want real accountability. We want real accountability. Stop the noise. No representation. Stop the noise.
After he was confronted with air horns and anger on the steps of City Hall, Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb is now defending the city's process of selecting nominees for the new Community Police Commission. Those protesters cut the mayor's introduction of those nominees short.
News 5 investigator Tara Morgan was there when it all happened, and today she went one-on-one with Mayor Bibb.
And Tara, the federal judge overseeing the consent decree, has been brought into the fold right now?
Right, the city filed this letter with the judge in response to correspondence related to those nominees. The mayor isn't backing down, and neither are the people who aired their grievances at City Hall. Hi. Good morning.
Great to see you.
Great to see you.
A much different meeting with Mayor Justin Bibb from nearly 1 week ago when we didn't get to ask our questions. The mayor retreated into City Hall after protesters disrupted his presentation of the 13 nominees for the new Community Police Commission.
It's democracy in action.
But Bibb says he's not going to let protest get in the way of their fight to enact real change people want for police accountability.
The 4 people that were at the protest on Friday, first and foremost, they were a part of our selection committee, and none of those 4 people appointed anyone that would have met all 5 of those criteria.
Kareem Henton, a Black Lives Matter Cleveland organizer, was front and center with an air horn.
It's deflating because it makes you feel like, the fix is in. It's not a matter of offering them up, but just a matter of, actually voting. Voting for certain people who were in the pool. Qualified people were a part of that pool.
Henton was part of the selection committee and the drafting of issue 24.
It's not a complaint or indictment on the people that they've selected. It's just that they didn't add to that mix of folks in the way that they should.
According to the charter amendment, a single member may fulfill more than one of the 5 categories. But Subodh Chandra, who authored issue 24, says what can't happen is one or more of the 5 be ignored, including people who had a loved one killed by police.
This reeks of just legal loophole manipulation.
You had the final say on the nominees, correct?
I did.
Mayor Bibb says they have experts in criminal justice reform, someone who has been incarcerated, and a mother who lost her son to gun violence.
Why not reach out and maybe say, hey, this was important to you?
According to our interpretation of Charter Section 115, we are fully compliant with the intent and the spirit of what Charter Section 115 calls for. That was approved by Judge Oliver in March when we wanted to amend Charter Section 115 with the consent decree.
The mayor says he is looking forward to getting City Council's approval.
But doesn't it leave you feeling uneasy? People felt like they were being lied to.
Absolutely not. We're talking about 4 people. 4 people that were a part of the process that we engaged during my transition to get their input on how we execute issue 24.
Now, Henton says they hope to avoid a lawsuit, but legal action is on the table. Last week, the law director said they knew there would be legal challenges and expects to prevail.
Okay, Tara, we saw at 5 o'clock you were able to get in a couple of questions about that controversial end to the city's leaf pickup program when you actually talked to the mayor.
Yeah, and he said they wanted to make sure they have the right manpower for this winter.
Staffing remains an issue for every part of the economy, and we wanted to make sure we were prepared for the winter and ice season.
I asked if he was inundated with calls about this and did not get an answer. I'm News 5 investigator Tara Morgan.
Tara, we appreciate you putting in double duty today. Thank you so much.